Theories and Causes of Crime, Part 2. Welcome to this short video about criminological theories and causes of crime. People are sometimes put off by the term theories. They think of themselves as more practical and not being interested in theories. A theory is just someone's idea of how the world works in a particular setting. They have perhaps done some research, come up with something that fits what the evidence is telling them. However, you will not always agree with every theory, and it then really comes down to your personal values and your understanding of the issues. To see which theory you agree most with after some critical thought about it, you examine the positives and negatives and then come to some conclusion. We're going to zoom through some theories about the causes of crime here. Rational choice theory became popular again in the 1980s. This was a response to rising crime rates and a perceived failure of the sociological approaches to stop and prevent crime. Political thinkers like Murray and Wilson claimed that criminological theory should also inform criminal justice policy. One of the key theories about this time came from Cornish and Clark. People have agency and will decide to commit crime, when to do so, and where. This will generally be in an already run-down area that appears not to be policed well. Therefore, we need more police resources in these areas and more crime prevention measures like CCTV. George Orwell was not too far wrong with Big Brother. Strain theory suggests that pressure derived from social factors, such as a lack of income and a lack of quality education, drives individuals to commit crimes. Anime was a particular strain theory developed by Emil Durkheim. It sought to explain what happens when social norms break down. This was further developed in the 1930s by Robert Merton, just after the Great Depression and financial crash of 1929. It was taken forward by other researchers right through the 50s, including Albert Cohen, who focused on why some people turn to crime when they miss out on the American dream, and by Robert Agnew, who helped develop a general strain theory. This addressed some of the weaknesses of the earlier versions of the theory and introduced the notion that emotions also have a role to play when crime is committed. So how would you describe yourself? What labels would you pin onto yourself? Youthful, smart and clever are the obvious ones, since you're all interested in criminology theories. But what if it was someone else, or the media or society, sticking the labels onto you? And what if these labels were less than complimentary? Would it be worse if they were not true? This is the basis behind labelling theory. Labels that are generally negative are applied to individuals and groups, and they then become a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you keep telling people they are useless, worthless, and violent with no future, then do not be surprised if they go out and prove you right. Howard Becker developed this theory with the insight that it is usually the powerless in society who are judged by the most powerful. This can lead to moral panics being created when society's ongoing problems are scapegoated upon a group. Think on people currently fleeing torture and seeking refuge, and how they are currently labelled. This gives you an idea of what's happening and the thoughts behind this theory. Subcultural theory, as its name suggests, relates to people who choose not to follow society norms. It was first developed by Cohen, who examined young working-class American youth who could not follow the American dream, and how they then formed their own subculture where peer approval was more important than the views of other authority figures like teachers. This has led to some positive work looking at gang structures and violence that can come from that, particularly within the Scottish context. I wish I had more time to talk about left realism, social control theory, and the work of the Chicago School, but even I must follow the rules and stick to time here. Hopefully, your interest has been heightened. You can read more and watch more about criminological theories, part 2, and also look at the other videos which are available in this interesting and constantly developing discipline. Thank you for watching.